Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1970 Olivetti Lettera 32 vintage portable typewriter made in Spain. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. You can kind of tell the difference between Spain and Italy by the color. This is a more greener color than the Italian one, which is more of a bluish teal. Up top are the margins, and you can just push them down and move them. I'm going to set this left one on 0 and the right one around 75. It's about the length of a page, and this is the paper support arm that flips up from the back. This is the paper bale that sits on top. It's got 2 adjustable rollers and a scale. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. You hit this line space, gets you back to the beginning, and skips 1, 2, or 3. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, you just flip the switch forward. Skips 2, 1 more. Skips 3, that works good. We're going to keep that on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line, a switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side here. You flip that all the way down and prints the bottom portion of the ribbon. When you have it in the middle, it doesn't print any ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. When you have it up top, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. We're going to move that down for red. Beautiful typing machine. Very well designed and engineered. That third line is from an earlier type session, but you can see this is about as good as the print is going to look as far as precision. And some of the keys I didn't hit hard enough, but you get used to it with this typewriter. It's fairly touchy, very light, probably as light as you can get on the keys. It feels almost like a computer. This thing feels like the most modern typewriter they ever produced. Super smooth, and it was made in 1970. It feels like it was made in 2025. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side here. You flip it forward and it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easy or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page or else it won't load correctly. Shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. Backspace on the right side works great. So this has, I guess it's a British layout. It's got the pound instead of the dollar sign, and it's got some other fractions and whatnot and the percentages on the bottom right here. So I don't know if this is a British layout or just maybe some kind of a math with all the fractions and the plus and the equal sign. We're going to put this down for now and put the color back on black. Backspace on the right side works great. Below that, that red key is a tab button. I think we have tabs set at 10 space intervals. So we're going to go ahead and clear those by going to each one of them and hitting this lever on the left here down on each one of them. It's very slight. You can barely tell it's working. It's meant to be that way. And it has a pretty good drag, but I always like to set a tab somewhere in the middle so when you hit that tab button, it doesn't go slamming all the way to the end, causing wear and tear. So I'm just going to flip that switch up, and it stops at that spot. You can set as many tabs as you want on this model. And if you have a Lettera 22, which is the original Olivetti Lettera, it's the opposite when you're setting them. So down for clear and up for set on the 32. I think that's it on the keyboard. We're going to pop the hood open by just going to move the carriage out of the way, pulling it up from the front like that, and it snaps in first from the back with those hooks. All the brand new ribbons loaded on the left, so it's pulling to the right. I guess it's switched on me, but there's a little ribbon guide back here on either side, and you just swap it, and it'll swap it to whatever side you want it to go to, and it swaps. It's got a mind of its own sometimes. There it goes. Because it's got an automatic ribbon reverse, it's going to pull to whatever side has the least amount of ribbon. This just pops back in with these hooks here. You just put them down and in first into the slots, and then it just pops right down. On the right side of the carriage, behind the knob is the carriage release, and then we just accidentally locked it. So to unlock it, you flip up this where my thumb is there. That's the carriage lock. Flip that up to unlock it, flip it down to lock it. Super smooth. This thing is smooth all the way around. Everything about it is sexy. It's the Maserati of typewriters. I'd highly recommend it if you don't have one in your inventory. If you're a typewriter collector, you really got to have one of these. And once you buy, like if you like typing with light touch and like a modern typewriter, you're never going to go back to the classics. I do like the classics too. It just depends on the style that you want to type on. Very smooth. If you push in the button at the end, it disables the spacing, so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You let it go, you get the clicks. Each one of those clicks is a half a space. And same concept, if you flip this all the way back to 0, it disables the spacing. Put it on 1, you get the clicks, and you can use the carriage release. If it's on 0, the carriage release won't work. And that's it. Or that's not the carriage release, the line spacer. Now available on eBay, or oh, I forgot one thing. This is your margin release. A lot of people think that that might be a 1, it's not. So you get to the end of the margin, it blocks you from printing, hit that margin release, it allows you to go all the way to the end. And I believe that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy, search Brooksaw Antiques.